name that got bugged?
No, what happened?
Well, you know, this new kid is on the beach.
Yeah?
And the way it happened, he's in East Chicago after the last pay drop, drawed all he could. He's making the bars with the CSO in his pocket, flashing the wad every chance he gets.
Oh boy.
What does the kid know? What do they know at that age? No offense.
Oh, yeah.
I understand it. Well, he went into this bar, met a slut, he got rolled.
By the whore?
Yeah, I mean, he'd had a few, he wasn't in any shape.
Bitch.
Anyway, she takes his wallet and his Z-card.
Oh, not a Z card.
Yep, and his gay pass.
And he didn't get laid. Did he?
Fuck no, she rolled him first, then she left.
Bitch.
So, he stumbles back to the gate, drunk, bleeding.
No, you didn't tell me he was bleeding.
It was understood.
So go on.
No identifications. Of course, they won't let him in.
Bastards.
Ah, they're just doing the job. Pretty nice guys, actually.
I suppose so.
Where was I?
The part where they won't let him in.
Ah, guys won't let him in. But what's his name? Guy about 30, so you know him?
I do.
What's his name happens to be coming through, and of course he recognizes what's his name, so what happened? Y'all right, all that shit. And the guard explains to him how they can't let the guy through. The guy vouches right up for him.
Huh. He's a good man, huh?
They still won't let him through. So, how he got in? He waited till these guards are looking the other way at a secretary or a train, I don't know. They walked right through the main gate.
Bunch of assholes, huh?
I don't know. So what happened with Skippy? You know Skippy?
No.
That first mate.
Oh, yeah.
What happened with him is this. The poor slut gets back to the fucking boat, drunk and bleeding and broke, right?
Goes from
Makes
the bitch.
Janeway. Seconds on deck, supervising offload and talking on the box of Skippy, the first mate. Now Skippy sees this poor thing tromping up the pier, and he says to Collins, Collins, we got passengers this trip, which they did. Get that man below and tell him to stay there till he's sober. Nice guy, though, Skippy. Youngest first mate on the lakes. Did you know that?
No.
Used to be a master once. I don't know who for, but that's why they call him Skippy.
I didn't know that.
I don't know that. I heard it. I don't actually know it, but that's why they call him Skippy. Anyway, Collins calls the slob and tells him to get below. Who says so? The guy says. The first says so, says Collins. Giuliani, Guglielmi, something like that.
What?
The guy's name.
Oh.
Anyway, Giuliani, Guglielmi, what's his name says, tell him first to go fuck himself.
Oh, Christ.
And God would have it, at that precise moment, the box rings. Skippy wanted to talk to Collins. Was holding up the number 3 hole. Oh, I'm talking to Guglielmi. What the hell fuck does he have to say that's so important? He's telling me that I should tell you to go fuck yourself. Now, Skippy, who'd bandied enough words at this point, says to Collins, throw that man in the canal and get 3 hole the fuck offloaded, which I was working on too at that point.
So
what?
So, did he throw him in the canal?
I don't know, I was below, I heard this.
And where is the guy now?
What am I, a mind reader? Plus his job in Chicago on a beach somewhere, I guess.
Poor son of a bitch.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the LAKEBOAT. Built 1938 for Zerwicki Steel. Christian Joseph Zerwicki. Sold to Harrison Steel in East Chicago, Indiana, in 1954. Renamed T. Harrison. Length overall, 615 feet. Depth, 321 feet. Keel, 586 feet. And beam is 60. Loading home of 45 men.
Gigliani got bugged.
How was the replacement?
Oh, I heard that. Oh, geez, another young boy on a man's ship.
Gross tons, 8,225. Capacity in tons, 11,406. Fair-sized boat. A small world.
Yo, Joe.
Hiya.
C. Harrison, Steel boat freight turbine steamer, registered in the iron ore trade.
Pick up those razor blades.
Shit. I fucking forgot. I'm sorry.
Boy, was I drunk last night.
I'm still drunk.
That wine. wine and it dehydrates you. You drink water the next morning, it activates the alcohol.
So fucking hungover I can't see.
Can't see, I can't even talk.
I can't even fucking think straight.
You couldn't think straight last night.
I was drunk last night.
You're still drunk.
Yep.
No good, man.
Yep.
No damn good.
Sure not.
No fucking good.
What, drinking?
Drinking, life, women, the bows, no good.
It's not that bad.
No fucking good.
You've been drinking.
Drinking? But don't talk to me about drinking. What the hell did ever get me drinking? I've been drinking since before you were wiping your own ass. Beer? I've had more beer in my lifetime than I can remember. I could tick off my life in beer caps. Bottles, cans, pop tops, screw tops, bottles. Every man on the ship had his own opener.
I remember.
Around the neck. Holy Mary, don't tell me about beer, Joe. Please don't tell me about beer. Domestic and imported. Beer? Now I'm drunk beer. Wine.
Wine.
Used to drink it with every meal. White, cherry, love the stuff. You need a taste for wine.
I got one.
Domestic and imported.
I love the stuff.
Red and white. I've drunk it. Wine with my food, cigarettes smoldering and chilled wine. Wine with fruit, warm, spiced wine, sweet, cherry wine. Oh, I know wine, Joe.
What about liqueurs?
What about them?
Yeah.
Faggots. For booze. Scotch and rye. Drink bourbon by the fifth. When I lived at home, drink. Well, my father could drink.
My father could too.
I say that man can put it away. A fifth a day and more, Joe, and more.
My father too.
Love the stuff.
Killed him. My father.
Drink it by the fifth. He never lacked for booze, that man. That's one thing I can say for him.
Yeah.
Nothing's too good for him.
Yeah.
That old farted drink Sterno, he didn't give a shit.
I know.
That man could drink.
What about your mother?
She could drink too.
My mother couldn't drink.
No?
Old man said it was bad for her.
Now, what do they know? Booze, the cunts.
Nothing.
They can't drink. You ever know a woman who could drink?
Yeah.
What do they know?
Girl in Duluth.
Nah, they can't drink it. They don't understand it. It's a man's thing, drinking. It's a curse and an elevation. Makes you an angel. Booze-ridden angel. Drinking? Oh, I know my alcohol, boy, yo. I know it, and you know I know it, and I know it.
I'll take you down below. I gotta go on watch.
Domestic and imported.
Come on, Sam.
Any way you call it.
I gotta go on watch.
Mixed drinks? Oh, I know my mixed drinks. You name one, I know it. Mixed drinks.
Manhattan.
I know it.
Come on, Sam.
Leave me alone.
Come on, I gotta go on watch.
So go and watch, you fucking Pollock.
Pollock.
Trust a Pollock to go on watch when I'm pissed.
Take you down to Thunder Room, get you some coffee.
I don't want any coffee. I just want to go to sleep.
Let's go then.
I want to sleep by myself.
Okay, Stan, let's get you off the feet.
Off the deck?
Sure.
Who are you to tell me to get off the deck of a ship that we both happen to be on?
Come on, god damn
Getting
it.
mad, huh?
Stosh.
Getting a trifle warm. Aren't you getting warm?
Okay, Stan.
Fucking no class, Pollock.
Okay, Stan.
Can't even hold your liquor! Hey, you know what I like right now out of all the things in the world?
What?
You tell me.
Tell you what I like and what you
You know
like.
what I like.
How the fuck am I supposed to know what you like?
Just guess. Go guess.
Tell you what I like. Money. About $1,000. Man, to find a wallet on the deck with about $1,050 in it? Nah. Then I'd have to return it. Now to find on Van Buren Street.
To eat pussy.
Yeah.
That's all you know. Just to eat a little pussy. I've been self-supporting and tax-paying for years. I don't think that that's an unreasonable request, you know? Just a little eating pussy.
Now, when you say you want to eat pussy, do you want to eat pussy or do you want to eat eating pussy?
Eating pussy. What the fuck? Huh?
Hey man, when you want something, you want it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Pussy right here. Oh yeah.
Oh, sure enough, yeah. solo, right?
Yeah. Right on the ship.
On a fucking deck!
Yeah.
Right here!
Right now.
Oh, yeah.
Stand.
I tried, Freddie, I tried.
Yeah, you know it.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Breakfast, old champion.
Oh, you know what you're talking about.
Let go.
Yo.
Skippy wants a sandwich.
I just came on.
Get him a sandwich, will ya?
I just came on.
It'll take you a minute.
What about the nightman?
He got mugged.
Yeah, by who?
How the fuck do I know?
Get a cigarette. Thanks.
Hot. Can we speed this up?
You'd be out by about 2.
You think?
2, 3. Got time for a cup?
Yeah. Joe, go see what kind of sandwich Skippy wants.
Yeah, sure.
Heard you lost the night, but sorry.
Yeah.
Any chance of something to eat?
Cooks up the street.
Got any pie?
You want some pie, huh?
Yeah, blueberry.
Yeah, we got some.
Pitch in here.
Yeah,
It's cooler on the dock.
yeah.
What's the next trip? Arthur?
Duluth.
Yeah, cool up there.
Joe, what do you want?
Hey, go, Margaret.
Any guys on break out there you notice?
I didn't know. I was thinking around my sandwich. We gonna get a new nightman, Mr. Collins?
What?
A new nightman.
Yeah, Crender says we'll have this trip.
Good. I don't want to have to make these sandwiches all the way to Canada. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't worry
Not
about
that I
it.
mind. I just hate fucking making sandwiches. For other people to eat.
Yeah, wrap
I
that
don't
in my
mind.
paper.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. And get that boat clean today, huh?
Right as rain.
Pollution, students, pesticides, and the pollution. Like not being able to throw shit off the fantail. And wars going on for years. The whole thing has just gotten out of hand somewhere. But who can say where? Where? Where can we go back and point and say, here? I don't know. It's like a man's life on a smaller scale. Where in a single man's life can you go and point and say, here I had a choice? If only I'd done something differently, the whole thing might have been different. Where can you say that, you know? Say I did something right at some far-off place, who knows where, I wouldn't have, you know, I wouldn't have grown old. Where's the point? It's like being young. You spend being young worried about how not grown up you are, and you spend the rest going, what happened to being young? How could I spend 20 years on the boats? Bullshit. If I were young, there's so many things I would change. If I was 16 again, I'd get laid all the time to join the army. But I wouldn't fuck around, you know what I mean? I wouldn't fucking fuck around all the time. A lot of guys must have thought this. Yeah, I think I would have studied pharmacy, you know? Pills and like that, and how to mix them. It's a tough racket. What do kids know, huh?
That's right, asshole. Fuck off on your fire and evacuation drills, and your asses are gonna be in a big sling when we have to drill for the Coast Guard. You!
Yes, sir.
What's your number?
What number, sir?
F and E! F and E, boy!
I don't know what that means, sir.
Fire! Fire and evacuation!
I don't think I have one.
How long you been on this ship?
About 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, well, check out your fire and evacuation number, for God's sakes, will ya?
Yeah,
Your
yes,
F and
sir.
E number, you got it?
Yes, sir. Who do I check it out with?
I don't know. Ask Joe Lico. You know him?
I can find him, sir.
Good. Now find him and listen hard.
Yes, sir.
Shoot. You know, the mind is a funny thing.
How do you mean that?
Well, look, you know how some guys are always talking about their intuitions when they're playing cards? Well, I mean, you're a pretty consistent card player. There is such a thing, isn't there, as card sense?
I think so. I don't think I'd put it that way.
Well, I've been trying to figure it out, going along with the notion that the mind is a funny thing. I was thinking about all the things that the mind picks up during the course of a game. You with me?
Go on.
Okay, well, let's say that you're buying for a flush, and let's say that you get it. Then you say, I felt that one coming. But maybe what it is was your mind had been subconsciously counting the suits, let's say hearts, for the last 4 hands without you even knowing it, and half noticing the shuffle and the cut and where the hearts are going to fall. Your mind has computed the possibility of you drawing a flush.
1 and 7 in a draw.
Not that possibility. I mean, the mind has reworked the odds on calculation based off observation, subconscious observations of what's happened.
But if you're playing the draw, how are you going to know where the hearts are?
That's true. Oh, but wait a minute. Maybe this. Let's say someone is betting his ass off, trying to make it look like he's got a full boat. And something is telling you he is bluffing his fucking ass off. You know what I mean?
Something tell you he's bluffing, yeah.
Right. And you don't know what it is, but you're positive that he's bluffing. So, you can't raise the son of a bitch, but you stay right with him and call. And he's got 2 pairs.
Or a bust flush.
Right. But what was it that told you to stay?
He was bluffing.
Right. But what was it that told you he was bluffing?
Card sense.
Right. But don't you see? What is that? That's the question I'm raising and bringing up the mind. What exactly is card sense?
It's, you develop it. You're born with it. That's what the game is all about. I don't know.
What I'm trying to tell you is, it's the mind calculating, the mind figuring out subconsciously that every time this guy bluffs, he holds his cards a certain way, or he bets slower or something. You know what I mean?
I gotta tell you. I think what you're saying is a lot of bullshit. What you're talking about is card sense. Card sense and simple observation.
Collins, it's that. But it's the mind. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The mind is a funny thing. Where's my sandwich?
Nico's getting it.
He's not in Stewart's. Where's the nightman?
He got mugged. He's in the hospital.
What's the number in Stewart's?
2-3.
Call for me on that sandwich.
Collins. Stewart? Yeah. Calling on that sandwich for Skippy. Well, who's there? Where's Joe Lico? Well, go get him. Yeah, Collins, yeah. They hung up.
you ever fucked?
Dunno. I'd have to think about it.
I'd like to know.
You,
Yes, ma'am.
you the new man?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be the new nightman, night cook. You know how to cook?
No. A little.
Yeah, well, we're gonna book you nightman. What's your name?
Dale Cassidy.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, we're gonna book you. You're off until 10:30. Then you work until 10:30 to 6, straight shift. You have a half hour for lunch. Your work should take you about 4 to 5 hours. Okay, get that.
Hello. Kitchen. What do you mean? He wants the maid?
Give me that. Collins, yo. Yeah, no, he got mud. Yeah, we got one. Huh? What? What kind? What the fuck are you talking? You know how to make a sandwich?
Sure.
Okay, well, you make one for the first, that's the first maid, and you make one for the fireman.
Right. What kind?
Well, for the first, you make an egg, and for the fireman, how the fuck should I know? Make him an egg too. All right?
Sure.
What the fuck?
So as I hear it, she told him she was divorced.
So what?
I'm divorced.
Oh, sorry.
So, soon after a while, we both got pretty blind.
My mother's blind.
So, all the while, she's drinking this rum with Coke and lime.
Coke and lime? What the hell are they drinking in Italy? Huh.
You ain't never been to Italy.
How the fuck do you know that? How the everlasting cocksucking fuck do you know I've never been to Italy? Don't do shit all day and tell me where I've never been.
Go away, you cocksucker.
Ah.
Jeez. So, Collins tells me she'd take a drink.
Yeah.
And he'd take a drink.
Yeah.
He'd get up. He'd be stumbling around, kicking the tables and the chairs like he's some sort of good man. She'd get up. He'd been walking in a straight line, like she's some sort of circus highway. He said, "What the hell's the matter with Joe?"
Now, why do you say something's the matter with
I'm
you?
just.
Yeah, who the hell are you?
I'm
20-some
ringing.
years on the
What?
post, watching a little dial, and you know
Yeah,
about what's wrong with Joe? No, just
No,
listen to me
well,
for a second.
listen to
The
me.
man's done more things in his life than you'll ever forget, okay?
Yeah,
Remember that, Mr.
listen.
White. He's been more places in his life than you ever been.
Bullshit, he ain't never been Italian.
Now, what kind of walk-loving bullshit is that?
I'm Italian,
Oh.
you fucker.
You're a fucking Italian.
Yeah, that's right. Hey,
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Good.
In the sense that I feel like shit. You been to Italy? Jesus Christ.
hey, don't talk to me, Stan.
Don't fucking talk to me! You get the fuck out of here!
What do you got?
You want a sandwich?
Yeah, go.
We don't have any bread. But
I hate egg. What the fuck? Jeez, kid.
So, what do you do down here?
Oh, I reads.
How can you read into your job?
Sit watch 2 gauges all day. ones you gotta watch.
And it doesn't get in the way of watching the reading?
Yeah, it's two gauges. I do my job, okay?
I know that. I was just asking.
I don't report to you, I report to the chief.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Two main gauges, they're the ones you gotta watch.
So,
I mean, look, if the two mains go, if they go red line on you, you're fucking fucked.
then you switch to the auxiliary. Auxiliary.
Oh, yeah, auxiliary. Yeah, right. No. Nothing to do. Engine down, gauge is blown.
And so then you watch the auxiliary?
No, they don't let me do nothing. I don't do nothing around here. I ain't allowed to touch nothing. And, you know, gauge is blown. What do I do? You know. It's gone.
Well, then, what about the standby?
Oh, auxiliary. Oh, yeah, standby. Gotta have standby. Yeah, but still, this automatic oil system here, you know, that goes, well, you know, two gauges go. You're fucking fucked.
And so you watch them then?
What? What? What do you mean watch them? I'm watching them all the time. That's my job.
I see that.
You know, 4 hours a day watching two damn gauges. Jeez, where's it coming from? You know, that's 8 hours a day sitting around watching two damn gauges. I didn't read, man. I go fucking insane.
People with money want a piece of everything. They gotta have a piece of everything. Prince John.
Who?
Oh,
Prince John. Who's that?
Good for you.
Bad Prince John?
Yeah. Who's that?
Bad Prince John?
Yeah. Who is that?
Who is that?
Yeah.
Who is that? The
Yeah.
sucker fucked up Robin Hood.
Prince John?
Yeah,
Bad Prince John.
yeah.
Bad Prince John.
Oh, what?
You know, it was wartime. Korea. They're kind of short on men and material. She went down in about 10, 20, 30, 40 feet of water. And you could still see the stack and a portion of the Texas deck. But since they were short of men and materials, and they just let us sit there. And, oh, I would say 2 months later or so, pensions and welfare, they started looking at the books. Found out that there was a guy on the boat that hadn't been paid. And so they talked to Kensington, that's the company that owned the boat. And, you know, said, well, he hadn't drawn his check in a couple of months, so he ain't been paying his pension. Well, you know, he wasn't on the boat. Nobody knew where he was. And he wasn't on the boat. Then his draft board probably wanted him because it was deferred employment, you know. Come to think of it, his wife called. She wanted to know where the hell he was too. So what the heck? Where is this guy? Okay, so Coast Guard came around. They did a pretty thorough search of the boat. And yeah, they found him. It was a good search. I mean, torches and hard hat divers and the whole 9 yards. And they figured out that he wasn't accounted for safe when she went down. The Saginaw, that's the boat I'm talking about. So they figured he still had to be on board somewhere. So they went in and took the crew. They found him. He was in a small little watertight compartment right off the engine. Supposed to work there, but they figured he must have been fucking off. Because what he had with him, this is all hearsay afterwards, of course. Found him, and he had some peanut butter, some potato chips, a little bit of bread. And they figured he must have suffocated. Probably took him a while to die because once the ship started sinking, the fan shut down, no more ventilation. So he's sitting there in his airtight compartment, having his midnight snack, figuring he's going to die. So he didn't have a pencil and paper sitting there in that room. He figured, okay, maybe I should send a message. The only thing he had was the potato chips and peanut butter, so he started sticking the potato chips up against the bulkhead, trying to write a little message there. Well, as you know, in watertight compartments, so the divers come in and the water goes whoosh into them. And they just caught a small little glimpse of what they thought was written on the wall. It said, goodbye, and the name of some girl. Hey. Thanks.
Ah, hey, you're the new guy.
Yeah, Dale Katzman.
Ah, Jewish, yeah.
Yeah,
Ah, no offense.
thanks.
Well, Dale, coming on like this out of nowhere, you gotta take it through to find out. Now, the main thing about these boats, other than their primary importance for the steel industry, is that you don't get no pussy. You got that?
Yes?
Well, except until we tie up. Now, this is important, because it precludes your entire life on the ship. It's also why we say fuck all the time.
Why?
We say fuck in direct proportion to how bored we are, eh? Yeah. Now, from the prospect that I'm getting, you do know about sex.
Oh, I know it all.
I see you mean that facetiously.
Yeah.
Because this sure is a hell of a lot to find out. I'm not going to offend you, am I?
I don't know.
Okay. So, I found out about sex late in life, judging from my age of puberty. When you guys want to watch?
Not until 10.
Great. Now, it actually came quite early. I mean, who can say why, right? At the age of 8. What did I know then, huh? Stroke books, jacking off with a few close friends, you know? Am I right?
You're right.
Yeah. Until high school, when I fall for this girl, right? She's beautiful, she's smart, and I dig her. So, I asked her out. Times were different then. I mean, this was a number of years ago, right? And we're on the couch making out after the movies. Her father's upstairs asleep, her mother's dead. Same old story, right? So, all of a sudden, it becomes clear to me. I mean, all this horse shit, but the universe becomes clear to me. I perceive the meaning of life. I wanna fuck. I wanna stick it inside her. I mean, screw, dry humping. I wanna get it wet. I wanna become one with the aces of man and women down into eternity and going amok from whence we sprang. Know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I am on fire, going ooh and ah like that, trying to undo her brassiere. I mean, this girl had tits. You know, I don't even try anymore. You know what I say? You do it, I say. The magic is gone. Anyway, so we're humping and we're bumping, and I'm trying to undo her brassiere, and my knee, as if it had a mind of its own, and never a word spoken, mind you, has inflated itself between her legs. And she's gyrating like crazy and saying, what do you think she's saying?
I love you.
No. She's saying, oh, Fred, please don't. So, like a dope, I don't. We kind of look at each other all sheepish-like for a moment, and she gets all straightened out and says, I've had a lovely time, Freddie. And out the door I go. Well, to make a long story short, after this happens another time, 2 times, I begin to get wise that things are not exactly as they should be. Also, I can't walk anymore. But my uncle, who's over, begins conversing with me one night, and, as men will do, we get to talking about sex. He tells a story, so I tell my story, and it takes him aback. He says, what? The way to get laid is to treat him like shit. Now, you just stop and think about that for a second, huh? You've heard it before, you'll hear it again, but there's way more to it than meets the eye. Listen. The way to get laid is to treat him like shit. Truer words have never been spoken, and this has been tested by better men than you or me. So, I get to thinking about it, right? And I decide to put my plan into action. I'm on a date with Janice, right? Movies, walk home, couch, making out. Now, I hit her in the mouth. I don't mean slap, Dale. This is important. I mean hit. I fucking pasted her. She was so surprised, she didn't even breathe. Not a word did I speak, but off with her dress and panties and my pants. I wasn't wearing any underwear. A lot of women find that attractive. Did you know that?
No.
Well, I only since found out, So, anyway, smack go, spread the old chops, and I humped the shit out of her. She was going, oh, no, oh, yeah, oh, no, oh, Freddie, yeah, oh, it's so good, oh, my father are here, oh, cheers, zingo. So, anyway, I get dressed, right? And she's lying there all spent, and I mean spent and wet and everything. She looked so beautiful. So, I get to the door, right? And I turn around. Not another word out of you, cunt. Ever, I say.
What about her father?
He was a Boilermaker. So, anyway, after that, it's hand jobs in the assembly hall, fucking under the bleachers. Man, the whole thing. She's buying me presents and asking me to prom. I'd since left school. And to this day, I mean, to this day, I want a piece. I just calls her up and tells her, not ask Dale, tell, this is important. Calls her up and tells her where and when. She's there. And she's married. So, remember. And I know, I was a shy kid too once. But you gotta remember, the way to a woman's cunt is right through her cunt. It's the only way. First thing.
Uh-huh.
Hey, let's go get some chow.
I gotta go make up the first cabin.
Oh. Well, I'll see you later, huh? Yeah. On the south side of Chicago. That was town. By some whore, no less. Must have drugged the shit out of him, I guess. Met her in some bar. Who knows? He was a fanatic, you know? I knew him. Not overly well. But I knew him. Gambling degenerate. Like to see them ponies. They do it for money. I don't know. I got this feeling. He just gave it all away. I think it was the mafia that got him. Maybe it was that whore. Somebody certainly had to get him. Maybe it was the Murphy man. But I don't think so. I think it was the mafia. I mean, not that they care for the couple C's they took. But once you're in with them, I mean, that's it. Right? Can't get behind. No. I think it was the mafia. Or, it might have been some freak occurrence. No. No. It was the mafia. Punched the shit out of him, left him for dead. Huh? Can you feature it? I mean, fucking ear plastered to the pavement with blood, flies in his face. He will never perform again. They got him in the ribs in the back to back. They got him in the back. They left him for dead. It don't feature. Unless it was the mafia. A very property-oriented group. Of course, okay.
Guy can't take care of himself. You ought to stay out of South Chicago, huh? This is for the help, you know?
Boy, did I get laid last night.
Yeah, by one of the guys on the ship, huh?
By a woman, Freddie. A woman. You remember them? Soft things, little hole in the middle.
Yeah, like a those. I remember them.
Hey, you look down, Freddie.
Man, I ain't down. We had to build a racetrack in the south side of Chicago.
Someone made a survey. What'd you lose?
$700.
Now, where'd you get $700?
Round.
Oh. You're in trouble.
Nah. Nah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, 'cause you tell me if you were, right?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
All right. You watch yourself.
Thank you. Cause it's clean. The race is clean. When you're on the racetrack, there's no two ways about it. It's win, play, show, and out of the money. You decide and you're set. I mean, how clean can you get? Once you bet it's down, it is down. And they're coming around the backstretch. They're going back around the turn. They're coming back around the backstretch, and they're home. It's poetry. It's a computer. I mean, you don't even have to fucking look at the thing. It's up there on the board and it's final. There are only two kinds of people in this world. Next post in 15 minutes.
Next post is gonna be up your ass if you don't get to work.
Run!
That's why I never got along with women. I always had too much dynamite in me.
The looter was the enlisted man's sidearm, and the waller was the officer's.
Are you sure?
I was there, my friend. I was there.
So, how are you?
Fine. Thanks. How are you?
Fine. Yes, sir. You having a good time?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So, I hear the cook's got two Cadillac Eldorados.
This year's?
Nah, last year's. One in Chicago, Chicago Harbor. The other in Arthur.
How long has he been on the run?
About 20 years, more or less.
Yeah?
Yeah, 10, 20 years, more or less.
What's he want with two caddies?
So he can have one here and one there.
So he can have one everywhere he goes?
Yeah. Well, he's only got the two. He ain't married.
That's it. That's the big difference, right?
Uh-huh. That's the big difference between him and,
Yeah, that's it. Cocksucker can probably afford two cars.
Yeah, well, he's got him.
Cocksucker doesn't even know what it is to be married.
Hey, he was married once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I think so. Yeah, no, I heard that. He was married.
Where'd you get that, on the boat?
Yeah, he was married. A girl.
Yeah?
She used to ship out on the boats.
Yeah?
Yeah. They used to ship stewards together. They stopped. They got divorced.
Probably forgot what it is to be married. Two cars.
Hey, what the fuck, man? He earned them.
Oh, I'm not saying he didn't earn them.
Yeah?
I mean, I never said that. It's
Yeah.
obvious he earned them. He's got them, right?
Yeah, I think.
Well, has he got them or not?
Yeah, I think.
Probably only got a couple of Chevys.
Yeah.
A couple of 56 Chevys.
Yeah.
Cocksucker's probably only got a used Volkswagen.
Fuck if I know.
Or a beat-up Buick.
I don't know.
Or a fucking DeSoto, for Christ's sakes. Who knows he's got two caddies?
Hey, I know he ain't married. I know that much.
Lucky son of a bitch.
It's a tough life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was married once.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm still married. To my second wife.
You got divorced, huh?
What makes you say that?
You just said you married your second wife.
Well, yeah, I got divorced from my first wife.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. She could have died. You could have been a widower.
Too late now.
You paying the alimony?
Oh yeah, fuck, do I pay? I was doing double deck work and running off to the racetrack every chance I got just so that cunt could fuck off and pamper the kids.
How many kids you have?
Well, only the one. I mean, I don't know why I said kids.
They live with their mother, huh?
Yeah, just the one, Clarice, she's the kid.
The girl, huh?
Yeah.
You,
She lives with her mother.
you see her?
Yeah, what the fuck, man? You think I just leave her with that cunt? I see her every chance I get. I take her out for her birthday. We go to the movies, we go to the zoo, museums. She got me married. My wife, my ex.
Oh, shit. At least you don't have to pay any alimony.
Yeah, but don't she fuck me on the child support? I mean, every single fucking Kleenex has got to come from Carson Marie Scott. I mean, what kid goes to $80 a month? I mean, what even happens to $80 a month? I'll tell you what happens to $80 a month. Denise acts fucking swoboda is what happens. I mean, nothing's too good for that kid. Takes it all.
What doesn't?
That's the point, Joe. It's getting too expensive, even to live.
Sure as shit.
I mean, you gotta take a fucking bank loan out to get a pack of cigarettes. I remember when it used to be 27 cents in Indiana.
I can remember. Used to be 17 cents in Tennessee.
You ain't from there.
Oh, we used to go there.
Oh.
I used to buy them for my old man. I never should have got started. He used to say, if you're going to smoke, don't hide it, do it in my presence.
So, did you?
Oh, Christ, no, he would beat the shit out of me.
You should have never gotten started. It's too fucking expensive. I mean, 85 cents a pack.
It's going up.
Yeah. Swear to God, I don't know where it's gonna stop. I mean, it's gonna get to the point we're all selling each other syphilitic apples on a street corner.
You give any money on poppy seed days?
Fuck no. They want my loot. Let them work on the ship.
I always wanted to be a pirate. Ever since I was a little kid.
We'll dig some ditches, though somebody's gotta work on the ships, right?
Yeah,
Cook's gotta keep up his payments.
that's a good one, all right.
Yeah.
So, what was the Walter Luger?
There was no such thing.
I read it.
Where?
I read it in some book on the war.
Then you were lied to. There was no such thing. Believe me.
I read it.
No. I tell you if it were the case. I would. If it were the case.
I am gonna tell you, Johnny Bass is the strongest guy in 10 years.
You know what? You are truly an idiot. You could have said that in the dark, and I would have known it was you, because only you could make so stupid a statement. Johnny Fast has got to be the dumbest cocksucker I can remember.
Yeah, it's like you to say
Oh,
that.
you know about it.
Yeah, I know when a guy is strong.
And that's what fast is. Strong, huh?
Yeah?
You know, I agree with you 100%. He is strong this fast. He's probably the strongest guy I ever seen. I can't think of anything that would be stronger than he is. Unless maybe a pile of shit.
Yeah? What do you know? Who do you
Oh,
like?
well, hell yeah. You want a really strong fellow, a real type, I have to say, Jerry Lewis. Now, he could probably knock the shit out of Fast.
Yeah, you know what, Stan? You don't even know a champ when you're fucking looking at him at the movies, for Christ's sakes. This guy is star. He's the best.
Oh, he's the best, all right. Like, jacking off is better than getting laid. This guy, Fast, is the fucking jack-off of all time.
You know what, Stan? I agree with you. This guy is not stock. He's no fucking good. And that's why he couldn't take those 5 guys in that bar room using only a pool cue. I see you.
Shirley Temple probably couldn't have taken those guys, I suppose.
Oh, no. Shirley Temple could have taken them. She could have disarmed them and then fucking shot the meat knife out of the guy's hand from 20 paces from the hip. I see.
And I suppose this guy could whip the shit out of Clint Eastwood. How did you think that? Explain that to me, will you, friend? How Clint Eastwood is no fucking match for this guy.
Okay.
No. Explain it to me.
Well, if you want to get
Or
fucking
Lee Von
ridiculous
Cleef. I'm sure he
about
would have
it.
laid down and puked from fear when he saw this guy 2 blocks off.
Look, all I know is, as you say, any guy who fucks all night, drinks a shit ton of champagne, gets up at 5 o'clock the next morning to rob a bank and does it without a hitch, has gotta be no fucking good, huh? I see your point.
No fucking good. No, he's great. He only had the entire National Guard with the sidekicks, about 2,000 guys, and an A-bomb to back him up. I mean, you really gotta admire a stand-up guy like that.
He didn't have no fucking bomb.
Pardon me?
What the fuck are you talking about? He didn't have no bomb. You probably didn't even see the movie.
No, you're right. I probably didn't even see the movie. That's how come I don't know what a bust-out Johnny Fast is and what a complete loser you are to back him. No, Nah, you're right. I probably didn't even see the picture. Matter of fact, I've probably never been to a goddamn movie in my life, and I'm not standing on a boat, and your name isn't Fred, I suppose. Oh, and you're probably not completely full of shit.
Probably not.
You fucking moron. What the goddamn fuck do you fucking know?
Evening, Mr. Collins.
Joe,
Mr. Collins, how far are we to land out here?
I don't know, about 5 miles.
How long could a guy live out here, do you think?
What?
I mean, not on an island or anything, or in a boat. I mean in the water. I mean, it's over your head.
Don't know, Joe. You plan to swim or something?
Swim? Swim? Oh, I get you. Swim. Yeah, no. I was just wondering in case, God forbid, we should go down
Joe.
and the lifeboats are all leaky or something.
Joe,
How long do you think a fellow would last?
Joe,
You can tell me.
Joe. Don't worry about it. If the boat sank, we got jackets. They'd have a helicopter out here in a half an hour.
I don't worry as much as one would,
Sure, Joe. Well, don't wonder.
I guess the big problem wouldn't be the drowning as much as the boredom. Huh.
Good night, Joe.
Mike.
WAY Chicago, this is the T. Harrison from Harrison Steel. We are en route and ready to come. Over.
There are many things in this world, Joe, the true meaning of which we will never know. I knew a man was a mason.
Uh-huh.
You know what he told me?
No.
Would you like to know?
Yes.
It's surprising what people will consider as interest. The guests of the company, they come on for a trip and we're docked at Port Arthur. And they're standing there on the boat deck for an hour and a half. And they're watching the stuff pour into the holes. They're just watching it pour into the holes, and the dust is flying and it's hard to breathe. And they're just standing there. And this woman's got a camera. And she's taking pictures of rock falling off of a conveyor belt. Now, just what the fuck is so interesting about that? Now, if you describe the situation to any normal person, they would walk across the hallway to watch it if their television was broken. But there they are. The guest of the company, standing on the boat deck for hours on end, watching the dust in the rock. Maybe they see something I don't. Maybe I'm jaded. Just what the fuck are they looking at?
Well, what are you looking at?
Huh?
You're looking at them.
That's perfectly correct.
It's all a matter of perspective. Yes, sir.
Time to get off.
Oh, around 6.
Hit the bridge before then.
Yep,
Hit about a half hour.
yep.
About 6. Making the first count yet?
Yeah, I was up for it a little while ago. It's gonna be a nice day.
Hi.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, if you hop when we tie up, you hop before we hit the soap. You going up the street?
I don't know. Later maybe. I'm gonna get some sleep first.
Got some good bars up there.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, I know. Some real bars up there. Sedate. Yeah. I used to go there. You go drinking there.
Yeah? You off now?
No, I don't go off till the 8 o'clock come on. I don't go off late.
You hungry?
Yeah, a little.
I'm gonna fix you something.
No, I'll get some pie or something. You got any pie left?
Yeah, should be some.
Get some coffee. You know, Dale, you go to school?
Yeah. I'm in my second year.
You started your second year? You finished 1 year?
Yep. And I'll be starting my sophomore year in September.
Where do you go at? Where do you go at?
Massachusetts, near Boston.
Where do you go all the way up there?
Well, I like it there. It's a good school, nice area.
Yeah, but they got good schools over here too, don't they? I mean, I'm sure it's nice where you go at, but they got good schools here too, right? Loyola, Chicago University, some good schools here. Michigan?
I mean, yeah, they're good schools, but I like it in the East.
Nice there, huh?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's a nice country. I like it there.
What are you studying? What do you work at school?
I'm studying English. English literature.
Yeah? That's a tough racket. I mean, writing. But, what, are you gonna teach? Teach English?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just studying it because I like it.
Yeah.
I may teach.
Sure. All I mean is a tough racket, you know? We hit the bridge soon?
Yep.
How long are you gonna stay on the boat about?
I don't know. Another month, 5 weeks.
Gotta go back to school, back east, huh?
Yeah, and I'll leave to go back to school.
You wanna come? I used to go east. I worked out of Buffalo for a while. Shipped Ford out of Detroit too. Ford boats. You ever ship salt?
No, you?
Never did. Always wanted to though. It's a different life, you know? Must be pretty easy to ship out of Chicago. I'm an AB. Did you know that? You should have stewards. Get on the deck. Get rid of this straight ship crap. If you're on the deck, you can go out the street at the Duluth Arc. You'll be out free until 4. And you'll be free at 8. We can fuck around all night, you know? Really hit the bars.
It's not so bad, really. I mean, I have my days free. I get some sun.
Yeah, but it's too much like having a job, for Christ's sake. I mean, it's okay if you like it.
It's all right.
Been working on the lakes, off and on for 23 years. Don't seem like such a long time. How old are you, Dale? You don't mind me asking?
Nah, I'm 18. Be 19 in October.
Yeah? You're a young guy for such a... I mean, you're not that young. You just seem older. Seem like you wouldn't have been that young. Of course it's not that young. I was working on the boat where I was your age. I need some pie. You can see the bridge. You can just make it out. Like a landmark out there. You know? That is one pretty bridge. You're going under that bridge once or twice a week since I was your age off and on. That sure is a pretty bridge.
Yeah, I like it.
But, I mean, what the fuck? It's a bridge, right? Something that takes cars from over there, over to that island. They don't let the cars drive on that island. You know that? Law. But what I mean, you normally don't think about things that way, from that standpoint. But when you look at it, it's just a bridge. It's something that takes people from the island over to there on the beach. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when you go underneath of it and look up at it, all the same, it's pretty. And you forget that it does something. And the beauty of it makes what it does all the more nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes I don't express myself too well, I guess.
No, I know what you mean.
You know, you got to make it. You know that? You really got to make it.
What do you mean?
I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you. You're not a kid or anything. You're a man. You're a young man. You got to make it.
What are you talking about, Joe?
You know what I'm saying.
You're not an old man, Joe. What are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying. I just want to tell you, Dale. I just want you to understand. I mean, I've lived a lot longer than you have. And at this point, you can see things in the proper light. And you're a bright kid.
Well, sometimes I don't think so.
What do you know? You know? I mean, I've lived a lot longer than you have. And I just want to tell you, you're going to be okay. You're a good-looking kid. You know what's happening. You're okay. And you're a good worker. I don't mean that disrespectfully.
I know.
And I just wanted to tell you, you got to make it.
Well,
No, it's the truth. Christ, it's going to be hot today. It's going to be a hell of a hot fucking day. Did you make it the first cab of the day?
yeah. Before he came in.
You don't have to take no shit from him, you know.
I know.
He get you in trouble?
No, not at all.
Well, you don't have to take nothing from him. If he gets you in trouble, you talk to the union rep when we hit the beach, you know? You just do a good job, because that's what he's there for.
Okay.
I mean it. If he gives you any shit, you let me know.
Okay, Joe, I will.
Seriously. We should raise the call in a couple of minutes. You going up on deck?
Nah, I gotta finish up here.
Oh. Well, I'll see you. Let me know if you're going up the street, huh?
I will.
We'll hit the bar.
I will, Joe.
You drink?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going up on the boat deck. You get off soon, huh?
In about a half hour.
No. Well, try to get some rest. You sleep in the teeth?
Easy. I gotta scoop out the porthole.
Oh. Well, just had trouble sometimes, you know? Take it easy, kid.
Don't work too hard. I met a writer. I'm in this bar in Chicago, and he's sitting next to me. At first, I didn't know he was a writer. I order a gin and tonic, see. I take a sip, and I murmur the word superb, which is giving the devil his due, as this bartender is an asshole. So anyway, this cat next to me whips out this pad about from under the seat, like this, and a magic marker, and writes in big block letters in the middle of the page, superb. Green ink. And at first, I didn't say anything. I drank the drink really fast, and I said to the bartender, I'd like another of your superb gin and tonics. And then I spun around really quick, but the guy didn't write anything at first. And then, bold as nails, he takes out a blue marker and underlines superb and circles it, and in the corner on top writes 3:45, which time it was. So I look at him, real non-committedly, to show I'd appreciate knowing what the fuck is going on. And he clears his throat for about 2 days and says, "Excuse me, I'm a writer." Well, no shit, I say. And the womp green marker, no shit. In block letters, new page. Seriously, he says, what do you do? Octopus turd, I say. And the womp green marker, but he catches himself. He smiles. I only write actual conversation. Dog turd, I say. And he writes that down. And then the cat starts looking at me real intense. And I feel like I should say something, but I don't feel like giving it away. And I can't ask the guy to pay for my time at this point. So I just shut up and drink. Yes, he says. say anything. And in green marker, I didn't say anything. What in hell is so interesting about that, I say. And then what in hell is so interesting about that, he writes. Oh, much, he says. And then he writes that down. Oh, much. And by this point, it's getting to be a trifle complex. So I just indicate to the bartender that my friend here is going to pick up the tab, and I'm long gone. I should have found out his name.
And these eggs, but he doesn't ever draw his gun. He's giving him one of these. Whack! And some of these. And a couple of these. We stand like a ballet till there's one left behind the bar. And all we see, Johnny's got his back to the bar. He thinks this guy is dead. And you see the guy, you see him take this cleaver off the bar and heft it over his head. And just as he's about to let go, Fast whips around and fires as he carries a belly pistol, black as night, in his sleeve. In his fucking sleeve, he goes walk like that, and the fucking thing slides down his sleeve and into his fucking hand. And you see the other guy, he's still got his arm up to throw. But all you see is a little bit of bloody handle. Fast shot the cleaver out of the guy's fucking hand behind his back, 20, 30 feet away with a 2-inch belly pistol. Now how stocky is that?
You know, he carried a big black revolver, Colt revolver. Probably 38 or 44. Shiny black as black. Had a eyelet on the butt for a lantern and a black checkered grip. It was an old gun. No scratches. And probably been re-blued. Maybe he never even used it. Shit, I've seen him. He's down here in the engine room. He was a big guy. Fast. Don't know how he took him. You know? Maybe they drugged him. Or got him from behind.
I heard he was drugged.
Bastards!
What if you might have been drunk?
Well, that's possible. That's possible. Guy could drink. Drank on the ship.
Exactly.
Well, not that guy. Now he'd have a few and he'd be stacking around like an Indian. Yeah, a fucking Winnebago Indian.
Well, that's probably what happened. Did he have his piece with him?
Yeah, he had it with him. I saw it. I think I saw it. I saw him go off. I said to myself, there goes. I mean, shit, dripping trouble, that baby. Yeah, crazy kid like that with a big gun.
Maybe he didn't have it on him.
Or somebody looked in his stuff.
He got cleaned out.
Yeah, sure as hell looked like that to me. That mate did it!
Well, whether he had his piece with him or not, they still got him.
Fucking cops!
What are you saying, cops?
There's a cop that got him. You that or Uncle Sam?
Wait a minute, you think it was the G got googly Annie?
You kidding? That kid with what he knew?
Boy, no.
Oh, I tell you, that kid, he knew things. Yeah, he knew things. Why, he'd be strutting around here making you think you didn't know nothing. You knew. Now, I knew when they knew. That kid, he wandered around a lot. Now, the cops, they don't like that. Because, you know, they knew. Now, they don't waste any time. Yeah, they knew. Yeah. But that kid, I think he was on the run. I think they wanted him.
They don't let you on the fucking boat if you want it. The Coast Guard prints you. You know that.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, well, how the fuck he's gonna get on the ship?
Friends. That kid had friends. You know, politics, friends. That's how it works, you know. And he knew things. That kid was no shit. Nope. He was no dumb kid. Nope.
You think it was the G, huh? The G got googly on him?
Ah! Well, I think what I think. And that's all I know. That's just the way it is around here. Jeez.
Dan,
Yeah.
the steward in charge of first aid?
What's the matter?
It's just that I heard that. Is it the truth?
Yeah.
Good. Good. I heard that. What I wanted to know, and was wondering, out of curiosity, is what happens if a guy gets his leg chopped off and you have to give him something? What do they give him?
Morphine, I guess.
They keep that stuff on the ship here?
Now, as far as I know, you have to ask the steward.
Oh, I don't want to have to do that. I didn't want to have to know or anything, you know?
I understand.
The steward's the only one that's got keys to first aid, huh?
Right.
Yeah. Well, thanks, you know?
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor?
Sure.
Could you give me a couple of aspirins and a glass of water?
Yeah, sure. What's the matter? You got a head?
I'm not feeling so good the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Like,
Is it serious?
my back, down here, my kidneys hurt. And my head hurts, you know? Just makes you feel old, you know? Sometimes you just get so sick of everything. It's all you can't. It's just me being sick is all.
Yeah, I thought you looked quite right today.
My hair hurts. And my kidney hurts when I walk. I think I'm dying.
You don't look like a dying Joe.
Sure as hell feel like I am. Shit.
Just try to think. It won't always be like this, Joe. It's a temporary illness. In a day or two or a week, it'll be all over.
It's easy for you to say. You don't know what I have.
Well, what have you got?
I don't know.
Well, you can see a doctor next time we tie up.
Yeah, I'm just kind of frightened.
It does?
I almost don't want to find out what I got.
Well, it's probably nothing serious. Like, probably just a little flu or some inflammation, virus.
Or infection.
Little infection isn't going to hurt you, Joe. I mean, it's probably just a little stomach flu. You touch of it. Or something like that. It'll be over in a day or two. Have you had a fever?
Yeah. At night I've been sweating out the sheets terribly. It's inhuman to sleep in them, you know? And I get cold. I don't know. I'm so sick of being sick.
How long has it been?
4 or 5 days, off and on. And longer than that.
You should see a doctor, Joe.
You know, I heard Kaluki lost 2 fingers in the winch.
Who's Kaluki?
I used to ship that.
Which winch?
The forward main.
When did you lose them?
This was a couple, 4 or 5 years ago.
Huh. Yeah?
Yeah. And he got $3,600 for it.
The company paid him?
Not in
security for fingers?
Fuck if I know, but not counting it, he got $3,600. That's $1,800 a finger.
Made a winch, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
Lost
Which
the,
fingers?
yeah, lost the 2 fingers on his right hand. These 2.
These two?
These 2.
That's a fish. And he's crippled.
2 fingers.
Yeah, but the thumb.
Yeah, so use the other hand.
Yeah, but
and it's $1,800 a finger.
Wow. Well, I wouldn't do it.
Well, he didn't do it on purpose.
I wouldn't do it at all. Even by accident. No amount of money.
Ain't.
You can't buy back a finger, man. It's gone. And that's it. Not for all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Explain it when we don't make schedule on this watch. You?
I called ahead. They will have the mail at the lock. And Skippy,
No.
but Skippy, it's really not up to you.
I don't give a shit. It's ridiculous.
But if they got it approved,
I don't care. I'm going straight down the line on this. All the way. I don't care if the union approves it. I don't care if the NRLB approves it. Hell, I don't give a fuck if Big Bill Haywood approves it. It's ridiculous.
but Skippy, recreational facilities and supplies are in your contract.
And we supply them. Harrison supplies them.
But it's not your choice.
No! Not while I'm still first mate on this ship. Not while I still have some pull with the company. It's preposterous. I refuse to let them put a pool table on this ship. You cannot put a pool table on a small ship.
We could have a 4x8 pool table.
You get paid for doing a job. You trade the work for money. Am I right? How is that any fucking less good than being a doctor, for example? That's one thing I never wanted to be, a doctor. I wanted to be a lot of things when I was little. You know, like a kid, I wanted to be a ball player, like everyone. I wanted to be a cop. What does a kid know, right? Can I tell you something I wanted to be? I know this is going to sound peculiar, but it was pure desire on my part. One thing I wanted to be when I was little. I don't mean to be bragging now, I'm just saying it. If you were there, you would have known. Pure desire on my part. I wanted to be a dancer. That's the one thing I guard. Like you might guard the first time you kissed a girl, fell in love. I want a bike at the movies. Maybe not that. More like winning a medal in the war, getting married. I wanted to be a dancer. Not tap. I mean a real ballet dancer. And I know they're all fat. I didn't think of it. I did not think of it. I mean, I didn't say I want to be a dancer, but I do not want to be a fat. You know what I mean? It just didn't occur to me. I saw myself arriving late to do Swan Lake at the Lyric Opera, wearing one of those coats with the old-time collar. It was winter. And I'm standing on stage with this purple shirt and these white tights, catching these girls, beautiful, light girls, and sweating. All my muscles are covered in sweat, but it's clean. And all my muscles are tight. Every fucking muscle in my body is tight and working. And I'm standing on stage with this expression on my face, waiting to catch this girl. I was about 15. You know, it takes a hell of a lot of work to be a dancer. But a dancer doesn't care if he is somebody. He is somebody, so much so it's not important. You know what I mean? Like these passengers we get, guests of the company, always being important. If they're so fucking important, who gives a fuck? If they're really important, why in the fuck do they gotta tell you about it?
You know, I remember back in my journalism class in high school, my teacher used to say, never use the word famous when you're telling a story. Like, Mr. X, famous young doctor.
Right. Because if they're famous, why the fuck you gotta say it?
Right. And he said, and if they're not,
If they're not, then what the fuck are you saying it for, right?
yeah, right.
So obvious you can puke. No class cocksuckers. You ever try to, I don't mean to offend you by this. You don't have to answer if you don't want.
No, go ahead.
If you're gonna talk to somebody, why fuck around the bush, right? You ever try to kill yourself?
No.
I did one time. I shouldn't say I tried to, meaning the gun didn't work, but I wanted to.
Yeah.
I had this park when I lived over on the south side, and a gun, wanted in a poker game. I fucking bought it off the bumbos in the revolver. 32 revolver. 6 shots, you know?
How big a barrel?
Couple inches, but I never fired. One time, coming back, I loaded 1 shot and fired it off the fan. I didn't. I used to clean it. Got this kit in the mail. Solvent and patches and gun slick and this wire brush.
I've seen.
One night in Gary, I was cleaning my gun. And you know how you do? Pretending the cops are after you, doing fast draws in the mirror. And I said, what the fuck am I doing? Some dive in Gary, Indiana, playing Bang Bang in the mirror. And I sat down on the edge of my bed, in front of the TV. I loaded 5 shots. You're not supposed to load the 6 in case you jiggle on the horse and blow your foot off. I put the barrel in my mouth. I couldn't breathe. I could feel my pulse start to really beat. I felt my balls contract and draw up. You ever feel that?
No.
I took the gun out of my mouth. I lay down on my back, on my bed, staring up at the ceiling. And I put the barrel right under my chin, pointed at my brain. After a while, I started feeling really stupid. I rolled over, put the gun under my pillow, but I still held on to it. And I started, playing with myself. You know what I mean?
I know.
Grown man. Ain't that something?
So I told her to wash them up herself. Who the fuck was I telling her to wash plates on ship stewards? She took my sunglasses. I hang them in my pocket flap, and she drops them on the floor. She stomps on them. Her bare feet must have cut the hell out of her heels. I mean, the skin's real hard though, but she tromped on them. Both lenses. I was fucking aghast. I mean, the tromp on my sunglasses? And what got me, it was so uncalled for, It went beyond being this hostile gesture. It was, that's what I'm looking for. I couldn't move. What could I possibly do? My ears are coping for myself. It left me unprepared for this. More than $127. And she smashes them over doing the dishes. She surprised herself what she did. She started making motions to clean them up, and then she caught herself. She just stood there, looking down at the remains. And then she started to cry. Just started to bawl, And I don't know, I started to cry too. She's shaking all over, so I went over to her and I held her and I said, well, I didn't know what to say. And then I started shaking and crying, and now we're shaking and crying together. And she's shivering, so I can hear the glass much under her heels. So I say, honey, get out of the glass. And then she stops crying, just stops short like that, and she starts starts laughing about what I said about the glass. So I started laughing too. I mean, right now I couldn't tell you what's so funny about it, but at the time, the humor of it was very clear. We're laughing together. She's hugging me. She's laughing. I mean, we got out of the glass. She's kissing me. You guys don't know what you missed not being there. And I started kissing her. Honey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, she's still laughing, but I kept saying that for some reason. And then I say, I'll clean up. And she's like, no. No, 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 no. That's my job. So I say, okay. Watching her clean up after dinner. And we both laughed, thinking that that's what started it in the first place. She's a funny woman.
Yo, Mr. Collins,
Yes, sir.
you pick up the mail?
Yes, sir.
Good.
You got the report on Giuliani.
That's fine. Now, go get me something to eat.
Yo, let go!
On the sea, he died on the sea.
He died on land.
He died because of the sea. Because of the sea. Because of his trade. You understand?
Yeah.
Good.
He died because of his desires.
Yeah. Well, we all got him.
You know him well?
I know him very well, Dale. Very well. Yo, let go!
Your friend.
I'm just telling my man here about Giuliani.
Yeah, they called the ship. Picking him up in Duluth.
Who we're picking up?
What?
We're picking up who?
Giuliani.
We're picking up Giuliani.
Yeah, he caught that train to Duluth.
He caught the fucking train to the loop?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did we take the boat?
Yeah. Skippy said it was because his aunt died. He thinks the real reason? He overslept.
Oh, bitch.
You want one more cup of coffee?
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad to have him back.
Hey, me too. Thank you.
WAY Chicago, this is the T. Harrison en route. I read you 5 by 5, over.